So if you see, Reliance Jio has come out with broadband plans. Now they are offering nearly 6 plans in the range of around 699 to 8,499. Now to avail this, one has to pay a one-time payment of close to 2,500 rupees, which is towards installation and security deposit, of which the security deposit amount, that is 1,500 rupees, is refundable. Now mostly users would go for an annual plan in this because you are getting the router and the set-top box free, and the content offerings are better. So let's see what an user would get if he chooses for the annual plan. So unlimited voice and data, the router, 4K set-top box. Now these all things are free with an annual plan only, and subscription to OTT apps. Along with this, the user would also get first day first show for movies, special sports content, and a television set, but these are available only on selected plans. So first let's look at the plans what are offered by Jio. So firstly, the basic plan, that is the 699 plan, one gets 100 Mbps speed, and the data availability is 100 plus 50, of which 50 will be available only for the first 6 months because it's an introductory offer. The cost per GB is close to 7 rupees, and along with that, the other benefits that the user would get is 3 months subscription of Jio Cinema and Jio Savan, and a Bluetooth speaker worth nearly 3,000 rupees. For the 849 plan, the speed is the same, the data offered is higher, that is 200 plus 200. 200 is for only 6 months, and the remaining 200 is what the user would get permanently. The cost per GB comes down to 4.25 rupees. The 3 months of OTT apps. Now this OTT apps is something that the company has still not declared which are the OTT apps which will be provided to the users, and the value of the speaker goes up to 4,000 rupees in the 849 plan. Now if you see the higher plans, that is 1,299 rupees plan, the speed increases to 250, the data allowance increases to 500 plus 250, of which 250 is only for 6 months. The cost per GB comes down to 2.6, and here the user gets an annual subscription of OTT apps, which earlier was only for 3 months. And along with that, the user would also get a 24-inch HD TV worth nearly 13,000 rupees in this 1,299 plan. And if you go for the 2,500 plan, the speed increases to 500 Mbps, the data increases to 1,250 plus 250, the cost per GB comes down to 2 rupees, and additionally the user would get first day first show movies and special sports content, but we still do not know when this will be launched from Reliance Jio side, but this is what is offered at 2,499 plan. On the higher end plans, the last two plans that Reliance Jio has, that is one nearly 3,999, the speed increases to 1 GB per second, that is 1,000 MB per second, the data allowance increases to 2,500, there is no free data that Reliance Jio will be giving here. The data per cost per GB comes down to 1.6. There's annual subscription, there's first day first show movies, special sports content, and the differentiating part here is the 32-inch HD TV that the user would get, that is worth nearly 23,000 rupees. And on the 8,499 plan, the speed remains the same, the data allowance increases to 5,000 rupees, and the TV worth is nearly 45,000 rupees, that is a 43 inches 4K TV that the user gets. Now to get this into a better idea, I have shown here the incremental cost that the user would have to pay if he chooses for a higher plan. Now if he goes for a 1,299 plan which offers you the TV, he has to pay annually 5,400 extra, for which it gets nearly 150 Mbps of extra speed, 350 GB of extra data, 9 months of OTT apps, and a TV that is worth nearly 13,000 rupees. And if he goes for the 2,499 plan, he pays annually 14,400 extra for 250 Mbps extra speed, 750 GB of extra data, and first day first show and special sports content. And if he goes for 3,999, he pays 18,000 annually extra, 500 Mbps of extra speed, 1,000 GB of extra data, and a TV which is valued at around 23,000 rupees. And at the higher end plan, that is the 8,499 plan, he pays 54,000 rupees annually extra. There is no extra speed that the user is getting. The data allowed extra is 2,500, and the TV value is nearly 45,000 rupees. So this is what the user gets if he chooses for a higher plan. This is what he annually pays extra, and this is what is offered extra on those plans for Reliance Jio.
Now this is compared to the Reliance earlier plans, and what does Reliance give? Now if I'm a consumer, Soumeet, and I'm trying to wonder what should I do, how does this offering from Reliance stack up against any of the existing competition offering?
So there are three larger players in this market: BSNL, ACT, that is Atria Convergence Technologies, which is largely a South-based player, and then there is Airtel. But here I'm just comparing it with Airtel because Airtel is the one who's also offering content, and BSNL and ACT are not offering content and only offering speed and data. So Airtel is the nearest peer for Reliance Jio in this part. So at entry-level plan, that is the 699 plan for Jio and the 799 plan that Airtel has, the speed here for Airtel is low at around 40 Mbps, and the speed for Jio Jio is higher, but the data that Airtel is giving is much higher at 100 plus 200. Now in that part, 200 is available only for 6 months. So if you see the cost per GB, including the bonus data that Airtel is giving, it is priced lower at 2.7 rupees, while that for Jio it is at 4.7 rupees. And what other benefits that an user would get here is the 3 months Jio Cinema and Jio subscription, Jio Savan subscription, and a Bluetooth speaker. And in case of Airtel, they will only get Airtel Extreme. Now at the mid-level plan, if you see, the proposition from Airtel is much better here. Now though the prices are higher for Airtel at 1099, the speed offer is same. The data offered by Airtel is higher at around 800 GB, of which 500 is only for the first 6 months. The cost per GB, including the bonus data, is lower at 1.4 rupees, and the content offering by Airtel is much better because they are giving Airtel Extreme, Amazon Prime and Z5 for 12 months and Netflix for 3 months. While on the other hand, Jio is only offering OTT app subscription for 3 months and a Bluetooth speaker worth nearly 4,000 rupees. Now if you see the high mid-level plan that both the players have, now it is very difficult to conclude here, because if you see the Jio plans is priced much lower, the speed is lower, the data is around 500 to 250 GB, which is much more sufficient. The pricing is largely at par. The OTT app subscription is for 12 months, but we need clarity on which OTT apps the company is providing. But more importantly, the company is also providing a 24-inch HD TV worth nearly 13,000 rupees. On the other hand, Airtel is charging much higher. The speed is marginally higher at around 300 Mbps. The cost per GB is lower, and the content data remains the same as the earlier plan. And at the high entry plan, if you see the higher plan, that is the last plan that Airtel has on its network is the 1999 plan. Now this plan looks much better because it offers you unlimited data, but the speed is lower at around 100 Mbps per second, and the content offering still remains the same what were there for the earlier plans. While for Jio, if you see, it is offering at 2,499. The speed is 500 MB per second. The data offering is much higher, and the cost per GB is close to 1.7 rupees. And more importantly, one also gets OTT apps for 12 months, first day, first show, special sports content, and a 24-inch HD TV worth nearly 13,000 rupees. So what we can conclude from this is that if you see, Jio plans are priced lower with better speed, but the data allowance and content offering from Jio's side are not that great, and Airtel is offering better content to users in form of Netflix, Amazon Prime and Z5. Along with that, if you see the price per GB, now here Airtel is outpacing its peer, that is Reliance Jio, because the price per GB for Airtel is lower. And the positive side that has come in for cable TV operators from this announcement is that the cable TV is not provided along with these plans. So that is positive for DTH and cable operators, because earlier people were assuming that the cable TV would also be given with these plans, which is so far not been announced by Reliance Jio. Another positive thing coming out from this is that for PVR and INOX, that is multiplex player, the first day first show is only for high-end plans, and the offtake for that would be lower, and also we still do not know when the plans will be launched. So that is another positive thing coming out for PVR and INOX from this announcement. And lastly, if you see the Jio wireless plan, that is the mobile plan, when they had announced, they had differentiated product offering at better pricing, which is still lacking at FTTH, and analysts also believe that given the fact that the prices are not significantly lower, the expansion of broadband market would still take time, and it would still take time for Jio to achieve its 20 million target that it has.